Am I the a-hole for arguing with my father-in-law over gender roles and my place in the house? So my in-laws are visiting for the weekend and I 29 nem of course try my best to get along and entertain guests. While my wife was out picking up something for dinner, my father-in-law made a comment about how it must be weird letting my wife worry about dinner for once. Now I'll be honest, I love to cook and bake. I also work from home with a job that's somewhat laid back, so when I get time I clean and take care of the house. I'm also admittedly the breadwinner, as my wife has chosen a passion job that requires her to leave the house and do stuff that's actually somewhat physically strenuous. It makes her happy, and I love that she gets to work her dream job even if it does leave her very tired when it comes to chores around the house. So when my father-in-law asked me if it was weird, I asked him to clarify, and he stated, "You let her get away with avoiding all the woman's work. I wouldn't let that happen at home. It's just not right. You should be making her do the cooking and cleaning all the time." This obviously frustrated me a little, and I didn't want to argue or anything, but I was trying to get him to be a little more empathetic, so I responded with, "Your daughter works hard every day, and the foundation for her day-to-day stress is being able to come home to some concept of order. Some days she comes home hurt because of how hard she works, even if all I have to do during the day is walk around the house and clean a little and have something warm to eat for her when she finally gets home to relax. Why would I ever take that away from her, even for the sake of what gender should be doing what? It's a team effort, and we don't really see it the way you do." He grumbled and kind of went on a monologue about how it's just different now and it doesn't seem like things are as good these days. I didn't want to push any further and just kind of awkwardly waited until my wife got back. I told her about it later, and she kind of just sighed and said he's just like that and really doesn't want me to engage or argue with him if I can. Should I have just kind of shrugged and let it go for my wife's sake? I feel like I'm walking on eggshells a bit while they visit. So am I the a-hole for defending my wife against his father's comment?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole, but how you engage with the in-laws will impact the family. It sounds like the father is ready to openly share his views but lacks empathy and doesn't handle any challenges to his views well. Knowing this, you'll have to decide how and how much you want to engage, knowing he will likely get hurt and that short term it may impact how your wife feels as well.
Oh, you are definitely not the a-hole. It doesn't sound like she's mad at you. It just sounds like she has zero expectations towards him. You are a very good man. She's a very lucky woman, and I'm glad that you get to enjoy cooking and baking and feeling domestic. I'm happy for you both, and I'm very sad for that cranky little old man. I hope he poops his pants.
Not the a-hole, he's saying this about his own daughter? Yikes. You're in the right and father-in-law is not. You guys found the thing that works for you guys. I'd ignore him and continue on with your routine. I wouldn't engage with him about it. Kinda seems like he wants to argue about it if he's given the chance.
Not the a-hole. Damn, we need a few more men like you in the world.